Guys, okay, so we're looking at doing pull downs or pull ups, okay? So pull ups obviously being on a bar, pulling your body up, or pull downs being exactly the same movements, but on obviously a cable machine where you pull it down, or it could be a fixed machine, either or, okay? So at what point do you either use a band if you're doing pull ups, or basically decrease the weight if you're doing the pull downs? And the reason this is really vital, because in a movement, so I'll use the stick to show you the movement, but in a movement pattern, okay, if you're in this position and you're pulling down, the important part of it is that you're using the posterior chain and you're getting your lats and your rhomboids involved. Okay, so from here, you're pulling down and you're coming backwards. So effectively, if you look at the shape of the body, everything is pulling backwards and squeezing down. So you're sort of like suppressing the shoulders and the lats are pulling you down and in. Okay, that's an exaggeration of movement, but it's just to show you what it is. And then an exaggeration of the wrong movement would be from this position again, pulling down, but at the bottom, rolling forward of the shoulders and crunching forward. Again, I'm exaggerating it, but you're basically suppressing the shoulders down and forward, okay, and then you're crunching your chest in. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, because the difference between them two is whether you should be doing pull-ups on your own or using a band, or whether you should decrease the weight on the pull downs. So for example, if you're getting to the top and having to roll forward, and then if you're on the weight, obviously you need to take the weight down, or you need to use a band for a pull-up system, okay? Because at this point here, you're crunching your chest in, you're using your front delts to pull forward, and then you're basically elongating, like lengthening all the back muscles. Now, when we're looking at something like bench press, for example, this is something that it will benefit, or it could obviously make it worse. So in a bench press position, you're locked in this back position and you're pushing out. Now, exactly the same as this pull down, you're in exactly the same position. But if you're in the wrong position on a pull down, so you're doing this curl over, you'll do exactly the same on a bench. And before you know it, you're hindering both the movements, and you're teaching your body to basically do that anterior tilt. By doing that anterior tilt, you're, like I say, lengthening the back, and you're causing issues with posture. Obviously, eventually, it could then roll on to issues with your spine later on down the line. So think about movement. As you're doing the pull, you've got to make sure you're squeezing backwards, getting that real big squeeze. Or obviously, if you're doing the pull-up, you're getting all the way up, you're getting the bar right down to your chest, and then you're able to then obviously pull your body weight. If you can't, that's where we use bands. So using bands on a pull-up, all you do is just put that around the bottom of your foot to use to pull you up. This, obviously the bands, using different grade bands, depending on what sort of reps you're sort of hitting. But if you're struggling to do pull-ups anyway, I'll mention it on another video exactly how to do it. But you want to aim higher reps on pull-ups. So say like 10 reps with a band. Eventually, once you then lose the band resistance, you take the resistance down, that will then obviously equate to you being able to pull your body weight a lot more easy. Okay, so think about the movement, understand what the changes and what you need to do for yourself, and hopefully that will help you progress within the pull-ups and pull-downs.